In this lesson, we'll demonstrate the basics of using the manual drawing tools. If the toolbar isn't already selected, select it from the View menu. The toolbar will appear on the right side of the application window. Let's go over some of the drawing tools, starting with the eraser icon. This one clears all of the drawing objects for the symbol and scale selected. The Crosshair isn't really a manual drawing tool, but it allows you to quickly locate events on the same date vertically or at the same price level horizontally. To reposition it, click, hold, and drag. To turn it off and go back to cursor mode, deselect it. The next set of tools lets you annotate charts with images, callouts, or text objects. To use them, just click on one, and then click on the chart where you want to place it, annotate, and reposition. Other drawing tools are used generally in the same way. To start, click on the tool that you want to use, find a point on the chart, click, drag, and release at another point. Hover over an edge of the drawing object to show the red move handles and the hollow shape handles. The move handle generally pops up under the cursor when you select an object, so it might take a few tries to grab the shape handle. The technique is to show the handles and slide over to the reshape handles. Like drag and drop indicators, drawing objects have their own properties. One of them that many of them have is to snap the endpoints to the price. To use it, grab a shape handle and select an open, high, low, or closed price that you want to precisely snap the object to. To remove individual drawing objects, hover over the object, right-click, and select Delete Drawing Object. It's important to point out that drawing objects are saved by symbol and scale. Here we have Apple in a daily scale with two drawing objects, the Hello World and the box. We'll switch to a weekly scale and draw a trend line. Switching back to the daily scale, you can see that our two objects that we previously had are preserved, and the trend line is still on the weekly scale. Now let's hit the eraser button to delete all the objects in the Apple weekly scale. Notice how it didn't affect the daily scale. And to finish out this segment, we'll go over one of the more complex uses of manual drawing objects in trend lines. Using the TrendLineValue wealth script function, you can access the value of a named trend line at any bar. Once you've got your trend line, open its properties page and give it a name like resistance. You can choose any name that you like, but we chose resistance because it matches the name in the script that we're going to copy from the quick reference. Find the TrendLineValue function in the quick reference and copy the execute method to paste into a script. To save time, we'll speed up this next section, which just shows you how to paste into a script and run it. By changing the bar color and drawing a circle, this script detects where the closing price crosses over any trend line in resistance in any chart. Thanks for coming.